Vishanti, guide me. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and Doctor Strange has not fallen off. Like Sharon Rogers, he continues to be an absolute pillar in this game at all levels, and he does it all with a kit that is largely unchanged from when he first came out. Now, this is going to take a little bit longer than I originally thought, but he can absolutely do it. We're going to do no strikers here. No goofiness with weapon hacks. And the 6% pierce does help, I think. But more than anything, Doctor Strange is he's just so clutch, man. He's so consistently clutch, and he's always been consistent. And he does it all with the most bizarre and simultaneously the most unique rotation in the game. So I wanted to do a little bit of 99 action for you guys here. I was gonna do without strikers. I mean, now that I realize that you can't see anything that's happening anyways, this is one of the flaws of Doctor Strange, right? He crowds the screen with so many amazing effects that you don't even know what's going on. And for those people who rely on that, or who maybe don't have as much experience playing him, I know this was how I treated it before. It's hard to know, right? You're like, where's my Doctor Strange? What am I doing? Oh, you're just supposed to press the same rotation over and over again? And yeah, and to some people it's boring. And honestly, it can feel a bit repetitive, but I still really enjoy it. I love Doctor Strange's animations, and it always reminds me of Infinity War when he fights Thanos. It's absolutely gorgeous. You absolutely need some form of Doctor Strange for basically every one-shot rotation in the game. So even as a character supporting you, rather than just being a DPS, he has value. He has basically everlasting value. And yeah, he's doing this in just over 2 minutes, it looks like here. I think if we had added a bunch of increased damage to supervillain strikers, we would have done this faster. But I didn't want to add the strikers, as I said, because I just wanted to show off how gorgeous his animations are. And we're going to need to use strikers for the rest of the video. But his animations are just so nice. So it takes a little bit longer than 2 minutes. It takes about 2 minutes, 25 seconds here. Boop. And we get it down. Stage 99 with Dr. Voodoo, who he has a team up with, and Coulson. Now, the interesting thing about Doctor Strange is he's still one of the few characters that basically does not work with any other CTP. He doesn't even really work with an obelisk. So he's sort of in a unique position, for better and for worse. It makes his build very straightforward because you know exactly what to do. Give him a rage and build him up. You could build him for PvP. You know, he has some value. His value's actually increased a little bit because of the re-emergence of characters like Luke Cage, who we never thought, well, I shouldn't say re-emergence, the emergence of characters like Luke Cage, but more generally, the re-emergence of combat types like Luke Cage and Hulk, making blast type characters stronger. Of course, he's not going to hold a candle to Jean Grey blast type, but you know, he has some flexibility. He has iframe ignore, which Jean Grey does not have. He has reflect, which Jean Grey does not have. So he still has some weapons as a blast type that are actually unique, but it's really his build. You can't really make it work with an obelisk. You can't make it work with any other CTP, basically, except for a CTP of rage, excuse me, not energy. But like, he just has so much value. So he does stage 99 of Cull Obsidian in just a couple minutes there. Very, very simple rotation. And the thing that you notice the most about that run is Cull Obsidian Black Dwarf did absolutely nothing. Sure, my rotation was pretty boring and straightforward, but it's like one of the easiest fights you'll do with any character because Doctor Strange puts them in complete lockdown. It's not going to work against Null. It doesn't work against Mephisto. But for these other bosses, for your Ebonies and your Cull Obsidians and that, and Corvus, he completely locks them down. They're not going anywhere forever. So if you just want a casual clear, and if you can get good enough, like you know how Chris Traeger can type without looking at his phone when he types that message to Jerry when he's dating his daughter, Millicent, strange name. You can actually practice that, and you could be watching TV. You could be watching some anime or something, and you could be working your digits doing the 4-3-2 combo. Doctor Strange, I kid you not, I can do it sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. But then I want to highlight more value for Doctor Strange because it doesn't stop there. We're gonna try him against stage 9 Null right here. I want to get a feel for his damage, but here's the really cool thing about Doctor Strange. He's going to give you the 30% energy attack leadership and the 20% ignore dodge. That is basically, it's like 1.5 leaderships, Really good for Null, because you need close to 100% ignore dodge. So that is super clutch. On top of that, he can pass his buffs along. He can pass his 5th skill buff along when you cast it and then switch characters. I'm not going to be showing you here, but just keep that in mind for the next time that you use Doctor Strange as a leadership for Ghost Rider, or a leadership for another character, Sharon Rogers maybe. You can press 5 on Vishanti Destruction, and after the buff has been activated, you switch, and that all attack, all defense, all speed, crit rate buff for 7 seconds, that crazy, insane buff that to this day is still one of the best buffs in the game, yeah, it passes over for whatever it would be at that point, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, yeah, which is absolutely sick. Now, with the 20% that he's getting and the 30% that he's getting from Valkyrie, he's got 50%, so we really only need 2 other ignore dodge strikers, so I think this team works out perfectly here. Let's jump in now and see what he can do. Now, on top of being able to do multiple regular world boss ultimates to stage 99 by himself, he's actually really good. Okay, he is, trust me, he's actually really good for this first phase of Null. This is the first 30 bars, because he stands still. Null stands still, right? Because Null stands still, look at this. Look at that. We're gonna pop the 6. Oh, you know what? I think we're gonna get snared here, but that's okay because we're pumping out so much damage it doesn't even matter. Millicent Gurgich, where you at? Watching a lot of Parks and Recs lately, but look at this damage, and because Null just sits there, it's actually so easy for Doctor Strange. 48 seconds, whammy! He just completely destroys stage 9 with a rage. Absolutely destructive. Now, here's the interesting thing, specifically against Null. Null loves to move around in this next phase, which actually makes it harder for Doctor Strange, because his tier 3, of course, he sits still, right? So you can see here, Null is going to push you basically out of the zone of the tier 3, which is going to reduce your damage. Because of this, and because Doctor Strange actually has a lot of wind-up, because Doctor Strange has a lot of wind-up on his tier 3 skill, you actually have to be very careful not to die. And you can get a little bit unlucky, even though he has 75% dodge. Null can guard break you, he can knock you out of your attacks, because Doctor Strange only gets invincibility on his tier 3. Now, this particular part of the fight, when he does this little attack, is actually perfect for Doctor Strange, because he's standing still and he, is in the same zone. But look at this damage that he pumps out in between. Now, I like to back myself up into a wall, because then there's nowhere for Null to go, right? And you can actually, like Loki, you can cast his tier 3 skill and then run away, because it's got a pretty long animation time. There, it didn't do much damage. I actually didn't even proc my rage, but I'm going to do the 1 there to continue the rotation. Pretty nice, eh? Gonna pop the 6. Pop the 5. I'm in the circle, I believe. Yeah. Look at that, bro. He's flying. He's actually doing better than I thought he would do. I didn't expect Doctor Strange to do this well on stage 9. He's got double support, but that's the value of characters who have self-buffing leaderships, right? And his self-buffing leadership is not only good for the 30% energy attack, of course, that's great, but the 20% ignore dodge is actually relevant against Null, right? So for those of you that thought Doctor Strange was relegated to like a leadership only or whatever, nah. Cable may have taken over for ABX, but still one of the best characters as far as the way that their skills are designed for the first and last phase of Null. I gotta admit, Doctor Strange. There are a few other characters that are very, very good, and there's obviously characters that are just straight up better than Doctor Strange. I'm not saying Doctor Strange is the best, but I'm saying the way that Doctor Strange skills are combined, the way that you combo his skills, and the fact that you need your opponent to be standing still, not moving, to get the most out of it. In the first half of the fight, Null stands in the chair. That's perfect for Doctor Strange. In the last phase of the fight, he goes down here and he stands still. He bends the knee. And the thing is, the tier 3 skill has iframe ignore, so you can start this up right away. So you get basically a free intro. Because why am I getting guard broken? Oh, all my buffs got stripped. What happened? Something must... Oh, I got hit by... Don't... No way, I got hit by the... Oh, wow, that's so embarrassing. I got hit by the purification arrow. Wow, okay, I just really poorly positioned. But anyways, you can still finish the fight. Even if you make a huge mistake like that, you can still finish the fight with almost 2 minutes to spare. But yeah, he basically, you can cast the tier 3, and I've covered this in another video, but you can cast the tier 3 and start your rotation, and you can basically build up to your next tier 3 before Thor even attacks, which is amazing. On top of that, because you can spam Doctor Strange's skills because of the way that Vishanti, the buff of Vishanti works on 5, you're constantly using that 2 skill, right? 432, 432, and every time you use the 2 skill, you heal for about 8,000, 9,000 HP. So that damage that Null's doing to you while he's in that cage in the last phase, you're healing it back up. So his whole rotation works perfectly against Null to just take advantage of what Null is going to try to do to you, knock you back, damage you, and you're like, no, I'm just going to sit here spamming my attacks, healing, and doing tremendous damage to you. Now let's see if he can do the same thing against Mephisto. I'm pretty sure that he can, but let's just test it out and see. Yo, Mephisto. So originally, my idea for this video was going to be Doctor Strange versus Mephisto, how I did Ghost Rider and Scarlet Witch. But then I was like, you know what? I also want to show off and showcase that Doctor Strange is still, he's still top dog in a lot of ways for other content. And he's actually a bit underrated in my opinion. I'm just standing in this, man. He's actually so tanky. He's actually kind of underrated against other pieces of content and Null. Now, the funny thing here against Mephisto is I'm actually going to summon myself. So if you've ever wanted to see, if one Doctor Strange wasn't enough for you and you wanted to see 2, there you go. We got 2 Doctor Stranges. Look how sick that looks. Double Doctor Strange. Yes, sir. We're already in the second phase. That bodes very well for my damage overall. So we didn't want to do 6, 5 there before 6. The only attack we really need to be careful of is this one here. And now the good thing about Doctor Strange is this one right here. The good thing about Doctor Strange, you can see he's got very fast movement speed. Movement speed is actually not a problem for him. We're going to pop the 5, and then we're actually just going to run away. And look at that. He is a little, like, bundle of speed. Ooh. Okay, I got a little bit too cocky there. I was trying to collect that number. Oh, tanky enough to survive, though. True. I didn't expect that at all. Okay, we were a little bit too far away to do the full rotation. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, he's kind of sticking with it. We're gonna pop 5 here. We're also gonna get out of the way of those puddles because they're mad annoying. We're also gonna ride out the full rotation before we go back into this because we want to do that. You know what? We're gonna switch. Bit of a misplay on my part. Oh, we're gonna say goodbye to her. Her being Mystique. Okay. We're having definite issues in this second phase of the fight. We're not able to put down enough damage fast enough, kind of thing. Like we're doing little chip damage to him. Nice, this is good. There we go. Okay, we're in a lot better shape now, but we took almost 2 minutes in that second phase, which is kind of too much time. But hopefully we can make him pay here. Yes, okay, him starting with this attack is actually really good for us. I didn't want to lose a whole like 10 seconds to him doing that purple attack. So we actually can squeeze out a couple tier 3 rotations. It's actually really good for my damage. I'm going to pop the 5 as well, and we're going to run away and start summoning ourselves. And again, he's fast enough to make Mephisto kind of go all over the place. So this is really just going to be a test of Doctor Strange's damage output here. There we go. Okay, nice. It's going to be tight. Okay. Ooh, yeah, he's fast. He's real fast. Okay, nice. We get out of the way of the poison clouds. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Oh, we got stunned. Not good. Okay, I think we still have enough time, though. Yeah, he's just too fast, eh? Bang. I think we got this. Despite all the mistakes in the rotation. We just need to string together a good enough combo. We are still running out of time, kind of. Oh, we got it there. I had to kind of brute force it at the end. I was getting kind of nervous. The problem was we kept building up the tier 3 skill after he was froze, after he comes out of the freeze. So he comes out of the freeze and then he starts stunning you again. If we had, like, if it had lined up differently, or if I had just relaxed and saved my tier 3 instead of like being all spammy, then we could have, as soon as we freezed him with that 5th Doctor Strange summoning circle, we could have popped the tier 3, popped the 5, and then started the rotation and get that juicy combo with all the chain hit damage, and that would have probably finished him off a lot faster. So little bit rickety at the end there, but man, solo stage 9 Null, solo stage 9 Mephisto, solo stage 99 Ebony Corvus, Cull Obsidian. He could probably do 99 of her as well, and possibly him, because he can just lock down all of these bosses. He can definitely do 99 Apocalypse, and he's key, absolutely integral to, again, 99% of one-shots in the game. Is there anything Doctor Strange can't do? Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Doctor Strange. I do not think he is washed by any means. And oh, by the way, that whole showcase without a single Odin's Blessings. This man is still top dog in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.